tire chains for that truck.
Today, Kevin's giving Rob a lesson in chaining up.
You're the guy helping the helpless, right?
But if we're not prepared and our chains are up, we can't help the person in trouble.
So, we're gonna put this chain on.
Okay. Oh yeah, chaining. I know chaining. Like, I mean, I've done it. It's just, I don't like it.
You're already putting it on wrong.
I can't get the third one with that bulge.
Can you get it?
Reaching back.
Too many cheeseburgers.
I had one. That was it today.
See?
That's all I eat. That's all I ate in all day.
How did I know that? That's pretty good.
And that's how you put chains on. So.
That's the easy way.
Yeah.
Snowstorm's the hard way.
Two days later, Rob gets his first big solo job, a major rollover in a ravine.
This is my first one like this. I've done 3 rollovers, but not like this. Most of the other ones were on upper level, side of the road. It's not so bad.
Not confident he knows how to handle it, Rob calls in backup.
Rob hasn't had much opportunity really to even go on these types of jobs. I hate to say it, but a lot of this job is throw you into the fire and see what you can do. So we'll see, you know, what he's capable of. I'll know by the end of this job here how good or bad he is.
Now, my thing is, should I drag it like that up and then flip it up here?
You don't want to drag it on its roof.
It'll spin, you flip it, readjust your cable, and then you pull it up.
Okay.
Did you feel like this was a little more than you could handle?
It's a little bit different than what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted.
You wanted me, so you pressed the panic button and phoned me, right?
Well, basically,
That's just
I was
good,
just
that's
like,
good.
I need guidance, whatever,
That's
right? 'Cause
Yep.
He thought he was gonna pull it straight up the front, right? You don't work like that. I want you to boom out.
Yeah.
Okay, go do that.
Okay.
He's gonna boom out so that his line is over here more, and then it'll spin nicely, and then we'll roll it and tug it. Start pulling, see what happens. That's good. Back it off. Throw me a block.
You want to block wood?
Yes.
So he's dug a wedge in there, so the car will stop and it wedges, and then it'll roll it back over on its tires again, so we can get it up on the road up here.
Talking winch.
So that's why you have to wedge it. And it should be coming down right about now.
He's learning, he's picking it up, you know, slowly. You gotta tell him 2 or 3 times. He might be half deaf, I don't know, but he's picking it up.
Strap it right around and then put your hook in the 2 eyes. No, not like that. Yeah. That's right, just like that. And that's the strongest part in that car.
Is it in neutral?
I think so. I think it's a standard.
You think, or you know?
No.
You should check. You want it to be in neutral, right? Make sure the e-brake's off.
This truck has to work a little harder at getting this car to the snow, and he's learning that there's geometry in what's going on here, and physics. You know what happened there?
The freewheel let go.
What happened is the gear didn't go all the way in, so he started pulling, and it popped out of gear. If we were on a call and we were involved in search and rescue, and you were lifting that car up and there was a person underneath that, which is very possible you could get a call like that. You wouldn't be a popular guy if that car was up a little ways, they were getting the person out, and the car went back down on him again. Can't happen. So you learned that lesson. So okay, let's carry on, get this out of here. I think, did you learn a few tricks here?
Yep, I did. I learned a lot.
A lot? All
I
right.
would have done it totally different if I was on my own.
Yeah?
I probably would have dragged it on its roof up the top and then flipped it over.
No, that would be a bad thing. But you know what? I think you did a really good job. I'm pretty happy. I think you're moving up the scale, buddy. Okay, good job.
Okay,
really
thank you.
good job.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy. He did a good job. He's a good listener. He's absorbing what we're telling him, what we're teaching him, and he could turn out to be one of my best guys in the future. You know, we'll just see.
But for now, Towing 101 must take a back seat to an urgent police call.
Start 1 to call search and rescue. They're calling us there for person's drop call.
Heavy rescue is needed on the twisting Canyon Highway. A semi took out a power pole.
Fraser Valley traffic just wants everybody to take care in driving up there.
Power's out, eh? There's no light in the tunnel. All the power's been taken out from the hydro poles down, so no hydro all the way in this canyon. It's 2 now. I've been doing this a long time, and every part of this road has a memory for me. I go by and remember accidents, and I work towards helping people out anytime I can, you know, and that's something that I live to be ready to do. But we're coming on scene here now.
A truck and trailer went off the road and took out a 70,000-volt power line.
He's in the ditch.
The truck rolled over onto the driver's side, crushing the cab, putting the driver's life at risk. Heavy, wet snow has turned the twisting Canyon Highway into a skating rink.
Tires ride on top of this, and you have no traction.
A semi has smashed into a power pole. Police have closed the highway and told Jamie's heavy rescue crew to stay back. There's nothing they can do but play a waiting game.
Just dig a trench, you know? So the fuel stays there. Yeah, and then just pull all the snow away. We'll have to scoop that into a bag.
So Adam decides it's time to have some fun with the new guy.
What's going on there?
I'm just gonna get him to dig a trench around it now.
You're gonna dig a trench around it.
Dig a trench, and then he's gonna pile snow up about this high around the outside.
In case that empty barrel's gonna leak. All right. So you got a shovel on your truck, a little one?
We got a flat one. That'll work. Just chip away at it, right? The ground's not frozen.
In case we have a fuel spill here with this empty barrel.
If this empty barrel leaks, we're I have no clue what they want. They're all good at giving orders, but that's about it.
I think he's swearing now. So Rob, have you figured out that they're just with you?
Yeah.
Does an empty barrel leak? We were just bored and we had nothing to do, so we had to play a game on you.
Yeah, of course. New guy, low man, boom, boom.
We love you. Now we have to fill the hole back in.
But after 2 hours on hold,
Traffic just called,
the fun comes to a crashing halt,
confirm that it's a fatality.
and the driver's body is still trapped inside the cab.
So what do we got going on there?
We got a truck with a van trailer on, reefer. Most of the driver's side of the truck has been wiped off. So what we're going to get you to do is with your rotator, we'll come in and we'll kind of grab hold of the cab and just kind of pick up.
Just a little bit,
just enough.
Take the crush off.
Yeah, we're going to cut some of the door and the mirror frame out of the way, and then if we need you to lift more, then we'll get
So
you
we
to
can
go from there.
free the victim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamie moves his truck alongside the wreck and spins the boom out over the smashed cab.
Just tell him I'm gonna put a little bit of a twist on the frame with this one.
Okay, we're gonna put a little twist on the frame.
The grim recovery is over in minutes. And the highway department decides to send heavy rescue home. The wreck can wait till morning.
Highways doesn't want us on the highway right now. The road's been closed long enough. So they want this road open, so we're gonna find out what we're gonna do tomorrow morning.
Rob stayed up all night to guard the wrecked trailer and its load. Now, heavy rescue must hurry to salvage thousands of boxes of frozen food.
Okay. If we put it right up on the road, maybe in front of Adam's wrecker, this load could have a value of $200,000 to $300,000. With the cool temperatures, a lot of the product could be salvageable. So big pressure on us.
So Jamie brings in some extra help.
Stack all the broken stuff against the wall.
Neighbor and salvage expert Jim Lasser.
What do we got for a crush?
Probably 10%.
Okay, so they're very concerned about the keeping the loss to a minimum. So that's where we're at here.
We're packaging it out, bringing it out, just trying to get a rough idea what the boxes weigh, stack accordingly, shrink wrap it, carry it out.
Thick mud bogs down the job. And it takes until mid-afternoon before all the food is removed and the crew can begin to recover the wreck. But before that's done, Jamie gets a call for another crash. This one on the Coke.
Okay, no trouble.
We need the trailer up.
It's a big recovery that requires Adam's Heavy Rescue 52. To finish this job, Jamie is forced to bring in one of his smaller trucks.
The old girl is a good, clean piece of equipment and can do a job. Tighten it up. That's good, that'll work.
The older truck doesn't have the same capacity as Adam's.
I think we'll be good other than rocks.
But with the rotator doing most of the work, Jamie is confident he has enough power to recover the wreck.
I could probably pull this thing up all by myself, you know that. I'm a gazelle. Okay, so one guy's got to go up top, Brendan.
I don't want to. I already got tight.
I didn't ask you if you wanted to.
Come on, you're a little climber guy. Get up there.
Get up there and get there.
You see where my hand is here? Put the hook in there like this.
The trailer is on its side, but it's relatively undamaged. Jamie thinks it can be saved, so he needs the crew to be extra cautious.
You're chaining this to the frame, tight as you can. And now what'll happen when you pull on the tire, it won't ruin anything. Then just throw the slack over to me. Beauty.
Last night, the semi took out a power pole. But this morning, the power is back on. The wreck sits directly below lines carrying 70,000 volts.
If we're overhead lifting and we pull up on here, something snaps, the cable, wants to whip up, wraps around the cables, energizes the tow truck, power down to the ground.
Boom, we're all
Boom,
dead.
we're dead. So
If there is a power situation, everybody needs to know to shuffle your feet. Don't lift your feet, slide your feet.
Seeing as Hydro's still here, why can't they just turn the power off? when we're done?
they won't let us do that.
No,
They won't.
they can't.
They don't want to interrupt service to their customers.
To help give Jamie extra wiggle room, the power company uses a non-conducting fiberglass boom.
Hydro foreman is going to give us a hand here. He doesn't want anything interfering with these lower wires, and I think it's a guide wire or ground neutral wire. So we're going to lift the wires up, give us some clearance here.
It's going to be a heavy pull, of course, and then you've got the possibility of one of the lines breaking or something on the truck breaking free and the line shooting up. The rubber mat, this gives you added protection, isolates you from any shock hazards.
Okay. I guess we're ready to go. You got the line lifted up?
We got to lift it up about as far as we can go.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead here as long as you guys are good with that.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. All right, we're at it then. Stop. Stop.
Watch out!
On Fraser Canyon Highway, Jamie is in a tough spot.
Run that out. We'll put that into another chain.
A wrecked reefer trailer has crashed directly under a 70,000 volt power line. And it's still live. If a chain, cable, or any part of the rotator touches the line, Jamie and his crew will get electrocuted.
You put power into there, we're all shish kebabs here.
A special non-conducting fiberglass crane has been brought in to give Jamie some extra wiggle room.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead here as long as you guys are good with that.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, all right, we're at it then.
Jamie has had to call out his oldest truck to help out. As they begin the pull, the little truck struggles to hold its ground.
Keep going. Do it like this. Great. Do one and then the other. One.
Yeah, we're going backwards. Pulling us in.
I'm kind of pulling against him as I'm pulling ahead. I'm trying not to, but it's happening. I generally wouldn't use this small truck to do this, lift this trailer up. I mean, another tandem's probably better for the job, but it'll get done. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Dead ended. Pull. Watch out! Chain fell off of there on that one there, and the cable come flying. Not a good thing.
It's a close call. Fortunately, the cable flew towards the rotator, not the power line. They've dodged a bullet for now.
Give me a little bit of slack on this wind. Hold on, hold on.
This time, the cable holds. The trailer misses the power line by inches.
That's all that little truck can do, man.
The trailer is securely on the highway, but the heavier cab is mired in the mud.
I'm hanging onto the trailer, so it's stopping it from going back down, so they can reset their hooks. Okay, so unhook and come around the front side.
His only option is to unhook and reposition his small truck at the front to help redirect the pull.
Just get ahead of it quite a ways, and then put a line on it, drive ahead freewheel.
He's betting that positioning the small truck at just the right angle will provide enough pulling power to free the cab from the mud.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna tell you where you need to hook. You're in the wrong spot. Undo that. You need to be here. Give me one end of it. You see here, right here? And then that's the strongest point.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, the other end, do the same side on the other side. You pull on the front axle, we'll rip it out. So we need one block in here and one down there.
With the small truck repositioned, both vehicles are ready to pull.
Back looks really good, Jamie.
It's amazing, these old trucks. We thought they were the cat's ass when we were kids. Now look at them. They don't even compare with what we do today, right?
Now, Jamie turns his attention to one final task.
Can you guys go in there and kind of get everything in a pile where they can get it? And we're looking for the guy's wallet.
Probably here somewhere.
One thing we're doing right now is we're trying to find the wallet for this guy so they can go back to the family. And we don't know where it is there. They're picking through the stuff. We don't know if it could be still in the tractor. The next of kin or other family members here will have the opportunity to pick through something to remember them by.
Yeah, this is where he was, his blood.
You know, their life is in that vehicle sometimes, and we're putting closure here for the family. That's what we want. Was there any wallet?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay. They're really concerned about that for the owner. Thanks. So this is some of his personal stuff, so we'll keep care of that for the company. We'll probably send it back in a box for the company and they can deal with what they can deal with. I'll keep this for them. In this business, you get the highest of highs, and you have the lowest of lows. Things run through your mind. You wonder who the person is. You know, does the person have kids? You know, is there somebody at home waiting for him to get home?
The roads are compact, slippery throughout, snow falling, overcast skies, wind blowing, and our temperature is -4 degrees.
It's one of the busiest days of the year on the Coke, and it's hell out there. A perfect combination that should make for a decent payday for Jamie's crew. Except this morning, his newest driver is missing.
Rob took off the other night to go into town, and he had to take some time off, and that was cool. He had some family things to deal with. But I told him, if it snows out, I want you back here right away to get in a truck. Snowing, there's cars in the ditch everywhere.
Where is
Rob?
Rob?
Just sitting in the driveway. I don't know where he is. I've tried to phone him. I don't know what he's thinking or what planet he's on. Maybe he doesn't understand that you're in the towing business. You should be to work when it's snowing. And Rob, if he doesn't get it together here in the next little while, I'm just going to can his ass and he can go find a job somewhere else.
With calls pouring in and people trapped on the Coke, Jamie is forced to send Adam with his heavy iron to do Rob's job.
Everybody was hitting this berm of snow and then went sideways, and there was just a whole bunch of us that just all went everywhere.
A few minutes later, Kevin shows up in a small truck to help.
Rob shouldn't have took today off, you know, busiest day of the year right now, and he's not around. Everybody knew the snow was coming, but I guess he doesn't watch the weather.
Jamie's two most experienced drivers make quick work of an easy job.
Well, the owner wants to drive it because he's got a plane to catch from Mexico, but that's not going to happen. It's got smashed windshields, puking oil all over the place, and sucks. It ruins his vacation, but lucky he's alive. Okay, so let's back up and grab this guy.
I'm hoping that it's drivable. I don't know, man.
We got her here now. We get one more pull and then... You can drive it out of there now? Let's give her a whirl.
We'll see. I got my car. Looks okay. I'm pretty happy.
Back at the yard, the missing man finally shows up.
I told Jamie on Friday night that I need Saturday and Sunday and Monday off because I need to go see my aunt that's dying and stuff. So, and yeah, I might have pissed the boss off, but my point is his family's important. It's just like if his family member is dying, you're telling me that he wouldn't go to see her. But I'm back at work now, and I want to try to, you know, get some work here while the snow's around. I don't know. We might find something. We might get lucky.
Up on the highway, a jackknife semi is blocking the southbound lane. And the driver has a broken arm.
They're pretty smashed up. You okay? Arm hurts? You want to sit in my truck and stay warm, or? Broken?
Yeah, maybe we should get him. We better get him an
Ambulance. Partner's got a broken arm. Needs an ambulance.
South on Highway 3.
So the engine protection is shutting us down, which means it's got a coolant issue.
I don't think we should haul this whole thing down here, though.
I'll get on the brakes.
To get the jackknife off the road quickly, Jamie volunteers to ride in the truck being rescued, something he's never done before.
Just to get down this hill, he's going to need some help with the brakes because of the slippery weather.
To keep the loaded trailer from pushing Adam out of control down the hill, Jamie must carefully ride the brakes in the disabled rig. Meanwhile, down the hill, Rob is reviewing the lesson he learned in chain-up class.
Chains are too long. They're tight, but I got way too much We'll just keep going. Just hope he doesn't wreck nothing. Oh, man. Is it that side? 6'8" to any other Jamie Davis drivers that are already on the coke. I don't think anybody's out here. I'm just gonna take that chain off. I don't want to wreck my truck.
While Rob is derailed, Jamie's riding in the cab of a semi that Adam's towing down the steepest part of the mountain.
We've got a lot of weight on the back here for this truck, and so what I'm doing is I'm on the brakes. Here comes the ambulance. So we're just trying to drag this out of the way, and if he has trouble trying to stop, I can help him stop because I have all the brakes. So we've got 3, 4, 5 axles of brakes on the ground. This is weird. Weird to be on the hook. Whoa, scary. I don't think I've ever done this my whole life. Whew. Isn't this freaky? But as good as she gets for now.
How come you were scared?
What's that?
How come you were scared?
I don't think I've ever been in the back of a truck getting towed before.
No?
That's scary. Whoa, I got goosebumps. I guess you can give me a ride up, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna back down or are you gonna try to make the swing?
I don't think the trap should be too huge. I think I'll take the swing.
Today, Jamie's team is raking in the cash. But his rookie, not so much. A couple of miles east, Rob stumbles upon what could be his first paying customer.
I'm just gonna go and see if this guy needs to pull up the hill.
Not the truck, the car.
Are you gonna make it? If I can pull you up the hill for 50 bucks. Oh no. My winch is frozen. Well, this isn't good. So I don't know, I gotta go ask them how I get it unfrozen. Cause I'm new at this. This sucks. 6'8" to 5'0".
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, how do I get my winches unfrozen?
Can you run them up to me here, just a little further up the hill? Pull into where the Lake of the Woods, or just go by it a little bit east, and I'll be there.
Is the freewheel in or out?
Freewheel's in. No, but I went to pull it out though and it wouldn't come.
Well, first of all, get some of the snow off of here. Get a sledgehammer out of my truck, out of the box,
Yeah.
and give it a tap, because it's frozen. Drum's just like seized. Oh, well, it's frozen. The grease is so cold. It's minus 16 right now,
Yeah.
right? Things just don't work like normal. Well, we did everything we can do. Use your other winch, and
Yeah.
this ain't LA freeway, buddy. Go make some frickin' money.
Yeah.
Get at her.
So I just have to use the other winch for now. I got one, so I'm good. Let's go find work.
The sun goes down,
54 to 150.
but Jamie's day is far from over.
Whereabouts exactly?
Blue Lake Hill.
Okay, north of town there.
Yeah, about 12, 14 kilometers north of town there, Jim.
He's decided to give his crew a break and take this one solo.
Now they're saying one other semi's hit that truck now, so it could be a 2-semi accident, which is a huge...
like that. We gotta unload this, load it back into that trailer. Yeah, it would be nice if it's just a load of beer, but it's not, it's just water.
Up the road, Jamie and Adam are focused on getting the other semi out of the ditch.
It's empty, so there's no weight here. Should come out pretty easy.
This is a fairly simple job, not too bad of a deal, pretty easy. We won't be long.
You want me to go, or?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm not gonna pull hard here.
It goes without a hitch. Until Jamie spots a problem.
Ooh. We gotta get the rescue up here. I am Spirit 70.
You on the radio, Kevin? Can you bring the rescue up here and pump some fuel out?
Usually when a truck goes in the ditch and it's had a crash, the fuel's already evacuated. But in this case, we got it up and got it a little more level, and some of it started leaking out.
This tank, Adam?
Before they can move the truck, they must pump the fuel out of the ruptured tank. With a highway full of thirsty semis, they have no trouble finding a spare tank.
Well, we've got to put it somewhere. We're going to put it in our truck. And then Jamie can talk to the owner later about fuel.
Can you get a hold of Rob and tell him to come up here with the 1 ton and pick up the side of this trailer?
Rob arrives to help move the damaged cab.
What happened here?
But then Adam notices that Rob has done some damage of his own to the rubber sling belts that are required for towing.
When you're using these, you should have slack with a little bit of chain on each end, so the chain's lifting on this.
You know why you drive your truck in the fleet, eh?
These aren't really made for lifting.
I know, that's why I had to change. I had to change as tight as I could go.
A lot of company guys would be looking at that and going, wow, what do you keep those guys for, you know? And sometimes it's like...
Jamie doesn't like to be the boss. He doesn't like giving people when guys damage things or don't show up to work. There's no real consequences. You know, he just sucks it up.
I can work with people. I got more patience than the average guy, I'll tell you that.
With his damaged truck basically useless, Rob is demoted to cleanup duty.
Water bottles, and there's probably 1,000 more to go. Got to hand pick them all. Everything's got to come out of the ditch. We got to make it look like it looked before the wreck happened. We'll be sick of water by the time we're done this.
By late afternoon, the ripped open water trailer is being cut up for scrap, and Jamie's weary crew is packing up for home.
I'm looking for Jamie.
That's me.
We should be done here within the hour ourselves.
Okay, similar, sounds good.
And yeah, on my way back, I'll stop and put like $50 of fuel in this thing.
I just put 4 in, you're gonna get by yourself a pack of smoke.
Copy that. Get me a 6-pack too there, boss?
Yeah, 10 for you.
Rob follows the rest of the crew back in his damaged truck. After a long day on the job, it'll be a long ride home.
We've been through a lot of things with him, more so than a lot of other guys, and I don't know.
Rob's initiation at Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue hasn't gone as planned. In his first few weeks, he's damaged his truck.
So I don't know, I gotta go ask them how I get it unfrozen.
Missed the biggest snow day of the year. And last night, he backed into old Bruce's car at the yard.
This is probably like a $3,000 claim.
He's gone from up-and-coming driver to window washer.
There's been a couple of days where it's like, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I should just cut my losses for the damage and the issues that we have with them and move on to somebody else.
I just want to be able to stay employed. I mean, Jamie's an awesome person to work for, and I always want to work for him, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want my job to go away.
Tonight, Jamie decides to give him one last chance.
Have you ever done a repo?
No, this is my first one.
Never done a repo ever?
No, this is my first one.
First repo?
Yeah.
You a little nervous?
Yeah?
Don't be confrontational with the people.
No.
Not your job to be some kind of a fighter guy or something like that.
No.
First thing you need to do is back in that guy's driveway as fast as you can get the thing up in the air.
Yeah.
Once it's up in the air, all bets are off.
Yeah.
And if you have to, if things get a little tense and the guy says, get off my property, no problem, you do that, right? But you do it with the guy's car on tow.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay, I'm going.
The only
Hey, let's go.
This is your first repo, man.
First repo?
Yeah, don't screw it up.
Nope.
Okay, all right, buddy.
Okay.
Rob heads into the town of Hope to rendezvous with the recovery agent.
Because this guy has no idea what's going to happen. He didn't even know there's a lien on it.
Yeah.
It's a third party.
So you just want me to back up, get it hooked up, and get it off there?
And I'm going to ask for the key.
Yeah, no problem. It's your show, so you...
Well, I'm sure you've done this before.
No, this is actually my first one.
Your first repo?
Yep.
All right, we got ourselves a virgin.
They're looking for an SUV that was collateral against a loan gone bad. Problem is, they're not sure where it's at.
No, it could be anywhere. But this town's not very big, so we'll just go up and down the streets here, see if we can locate it.
Here's our truck. Here's our vehicle. I found it. It's up at the rec center up across from Cal Tire. Basically what I'll have you do is just back up to it like you're doing and just do your dollies, and I'll go in and see if I can find this guy. Just like hunting. Bag yourself an Escalade. Well, we don't have it yet. Just watch the door for me, Scotty, and they're going to go in and see if they can find anywhere anyway.
Rob scrambles to get it hooked up before things get ugly.
Could go easy or it could get hot. So, yeah, here we go right now. Hello, my name's Rick.
The car's owner was in the middle of a hockey game.
You bought this off... Yeah, he came in and borrowed money on the vehicle. Didn't pay us, and we have a lien on the vehicle. And basically, we're here to repossess the vehicle. Yeah. I'm assuming you were on the ice?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can tell.
So...
How'd you find it?
That's what I do, right? So, yeah. Unfortunately, I got to do this to you, man.
Looks like this one's gonna go easy.
Yeah, we'll get out of here.
I'm happy. First repo, when we got it, we found it. It took us, I don't know what, 10 minutes? You never know what you're gonna get into when you're tow truck driving. And this is my first repo, and I like it.
Christmas season, and already the calls are coming in.
I don't think you get anybody else, no?
A semi hauling a double trailer flipped, spilling over 8,000 pieces of lumber onto a treacherous section of the Fraser Canyon Highway.
He got into the corner and his back trailer started to go and it just kept going.
The driver walked away, but the traffic has come to a standstill. First on the scene is Jamie's lead driver, Adam.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a number 11. Pull, 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 come on.
To clear this huge wreck, Adam's crew must flip all 3 sections of the semi at the same time. But even with 3 wreckers, he doesn't have enough truck to do the job.
Stop, Chris!
It makes me look like a jackass showing up here without the equipment that we need.
The truck shortage is a problem boss Jamie Davis knows all too well. So he's just found a great deal on a 1985 wrecker.
So I love this truck. It's paid for, it's older, and it'll do a job.
Low miles. It needs a paint job, but she's a good truck. If I would have had this when I was 16, wow, I would have been a star.
Not everyone is so impressed.
Got Jamie Davis and his Antiques Roadshow here coming down the road. Another old piece of truck, so he'll keep this thing for 5 or 6 months and it'll start costing him money, then you'll get all pissed off and sell it and buy something brand new. Nobody.
I'll go for a ride.
Back at the yard, Jamie's right-hand man, Kevin, is creating more space for Jamie's latest purchase.
It gets them out of our hair, gets them away from here. Make more room for more junk.
Supervising the cleanup is 64-year-old Bruce, Jamie's most senior driver.
Bruce is Bruce. We all call him Crazy Horse, that's his nickname.
Well, buddy.
He's a great guy, he's got a good heart, but he's not afraid to tell you to at any given time.
I don't like cameras in my face, and when I'm trying to do my job, you guys are in my way.
Jamie's son Brandon is still haunted by a recent wreck and the sight of a man crushed under a semi.
Guy's underneath the wheel. The guy's underneath the wheel.
Is he really? Oh my God.
Hey, don't get that out of here.
You look outside, all these semis crushed from head to toe, and there must be a fatality, like, right? Like you'd think they're one of them.
But fatalities are a fact of life in this line of work.
And yeah, we can use that blue tarp, fatals and stuff.
Just as the yard is cleared up, Jamie arrives back to show off his new truck.
Is that the newest addition to the road show?
It's here.
The Antiques Roadshow?
Yeah. It's $12,000, not 200.
Buying old junk tow trucks is one thing, and then he expects everybody else to work them.
Even though that truck's an older truck, it's in nice shape. It really is. Needs a set of tires in the back. Hugo.
Jamie assigns the new addition to his newest driver, Hugo.
I started off light duty towing. I had my own business for 10 years. A lot of people say once it gets into your blood, it's hard to get out. I enjoy it.
You heading out there, Hugo? Yeah. Take it easy on my old girl, okay?
I want to impress Jamie because he's the boss, he's the owner, and I want to impress him with my capabilities, that I can do the job, and hopefully someday I'll get a nice brand new truck.
Here's a picture of this truck.
Back at the office, Jamie is checking out photos of the big buck solution to his equipment problems.
They're just doing the finishing work right now, so it's looking pretty good.
6 months ago, he ordered a custom-built truck called a rotator.
$750,000 for that truck. It's the top notch. It's the best of the best.
What makes it the best is the boom arm. It can rotate almost 270 degrees, allowing it to lift and pull wrecks from almost any angle.
Good to go.
The rotator is being custom-built by Miller Industries in Chattanooga, Tennessee. But it's 3 months overdue. Today, Jamie's counting on good news that it'll be ready before Christmas.
We're just on our way to see our sales rep. Park right on the left side here. The factory promised it to be done by today. Howdy.
Picture of the machine. Just got off the phone with Miller, and we're about 7 to 10 working days out from being completed.
7 more working days.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little stressed out, Tom.
Yeah, it's a little bit behind, but they're working hard on it.
I'm chomping at the bit and losing work over it. You know, I'm paying guys to come and do my job, and we're waiting and waiting, and I thought we had all kinds of lead time to get it ready. So I got a job to run, have things to do, so.
Yeah, I understand.
I guess we're out of here then.
I'll be
update you
phoning
as
you.
soon as
I bet you will
and
be.
Phoning you.
I
And
bet you will
phoning
be.
you.
Well, you have my number.
I know. All right. Thanks, Tom.
Good. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. What do you do? I don't know what they're doing down there. I mean, it's no wonder China's taken over the world. Somebody's been phoning me. Here you go. You snapped the winch line now. You pulled it right out of the drum?
On Hugo's first job in the vintage truck, he somehow managed to break it.
Unbelievable. So how much is damaged on this thing?
The only damage is you got one broken winch line. The winch line bolts into the drum,
Yeah, you know what I'm smelling right now? Can you smell that? What is it?
I can't smell
It's
anything.
gear oil. That smells like gear oil, right? So that tells me that this rear end's really got hot. So you were spinning the wheels?
Yeah.
Did you hear anything break or anything? No. Look, right in shreds. You know, so what's that gonna cost? I can't have this off the road. What if a $25,000 job comes in right now? Not only have I lost money, but I'm down now. I can't go to work. And we just got this truck. So how did we break this cable?
I had it coming down to a snatch block and pulling out, and it snapped there.
So there's probably $3,000 in damage here just in replacing these lines, and the smell of gear oil burning in the back of this thing. So you're really doing it to her. I could easily say, okay, you're fired and you're gone out of here. What would you do if you were the boss? You'd be pretty...
I'd be upset, yeah. I honestly don't know what else I could have done.
It'd be easy to fire you and just get rid of you and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I have to get the road open. This truck can do that job, so I need to make it so that you can get the job done.
Just as Jamie's unwilling to give up on a broken down truck, he's not ready to give up on Hugo yet.
I've got to go out with you on these harder, more difficult jobs to
Yeah.
train you guys to get this so you can operate it and we have some success. So we'll get the truck fixed. To me, it's a good old truck and I could jump in it and go to Alaska and back and I'd make it there and back. Another guy might not. Not mentioning any names. Here you go.
Jamie doesn't waste any time getting the wounded wrecker back in service.
Because this truck's older and it's got a few issues, it can cause an operator a lot of problems. I don't enjoy the grief they cause me. Notice I use the old coverall, but at the end of the day, you can't have 4 brand new trucks sitting here and paying payments on them. You have to have some stuff that's paid for, some stuff that's not cost you a bunch, and stuff that's kind of backup equipment. But I actually have a love for these old Holmes wreckers, so I have no issues with working on them. I actually quite enjoy it. It takes me away from the office.
Hey, Adam, are you on the radio, Adam?
That night, the repaired wrecker is called into action.
Yeah, this just happened a little while ago.
It's a lumber truck that's rolled over. How bad, I got no idea.
Not much left of that frame.
Close to 600 liters of fuel spilling on the ground.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a number 11.
You did a pretty good number, eh?
Northeast of Hope, on a treacherous section of the Fraser Canyon Highway, a double-trailer semi flipped and spilled over 8,000 pieces of lumber.
And he was going way too fast for that corner. He couldn't hang on to it.
The wreckage has blocked the highway and paralyzed a major rail line.
Truck's laying right over on its side.
Adam arrives first on the scene, but it's not the wreck that catches his attention.
Well, I can't believe how much these rocks are moving here. Jesus.
This is not the place to be.
No, it's not.
With rocks breaking from an overhead cliff, there's danger of being hit by runaway boulders.
The push is on to get us out of here before something does happen.
But Adam could be here for some time.
I said we're working in a confined space here. We got really no room to put our trucks to pull anything.
Worse, the semi's 150-gallon fuel tank is ruptured and leaking.
Well, we go out and see what's going on, I guess.
This is Hugo's first big truck wreck.
Get Hugo out there on
pull
that.
somewhere on here.
For Bruce, there's nothing new here.
Should be able to flip this, no problem.
Then I'll get on here.
Before they can move the truck, they need to stop the fuel leak by draining the tank.
Good, yeah, then just grab it here again.
But with the tractor on its side, they can't get to the fuel cap.
Everybody's basically waiting on us, and we're having a hell of a time getting diesel fuel out of a tank. Yeah, I'll give you this other chain. Maybe.
With the pressure on, Bruce decides to handle it old school. With an axe. It's not exactly by the book, but he gets the job done.
We're just gonna fill this truck up, fill the other truck up, and just try to get rid of that fuel somehow.
Once the tank is finally empty, they begin moving the trucks into position. To flip it properly, Adam needs each of the trucks 90 degrees to the wreck, but the narrow road forces him to set up at less than perfect angles.
Such a confined space, you can't get anywhere close enough to do a good pull. You get a big cement wall on one side of us, and the railroad track on the other side. There's just no room to position trucks. Right, yeah, I'm just gonna get moved over here a couple feet. Yeah. Good there, good there, good. Hardest part.
Adam's next challenge, the semi's connections are twisted, so the cab and trailers can't be separated. He directs his team how to flip all 3 sections at the same time.
Double the line up, put it on there, and we'll get Hugo to come in here. Walk that line out.
Adam has the most powerful truck, so they'll hook his onto the heaviest part, the tractor. Hugo will latch onto the first trailer. Bruce will bring up the rear. Then they'll all pull together. At least, that's the plan.
Turn the wheel. You're set to go. Pull.
It's the start of the busy Christmas season. And the pressure is on for Adam and his team to clear a wreck that's blocking the Fraser Canyon Highway.
Well, right here.
Using all 3 of his wreckers, Adam plans to flip the semi and both trailers at the same time.
Turn the wheel. You're set to go. We'll give it a whirl, but I just don't think we're gonna have enough.
The tractor and first trailer are starting to turn over. But Bruce doesn't have a good angle on the second trailer. So it's slipping more than it's tipping.
Stop, Bruce! Pain in the ass.
Adam has to figure out a way to get more leverage on that last trailer.
Run your chain from that frame rail back to this side, right?
Yeah.
Here.
I think it's gonna go straight top.
So I'm gonna run a line down through a block and up to that one. Okay, get the pull down. This section should come over with me pulling on that rear. Yeah.
Adam has a new game plan. Instead of having all 3 trucks pull at the same time, Adam and Hugo will begin pulling first. And then, as the first 2 sections start to tip, their momentum will haul the third trailer over.
I'll get the good twist happening. Are we good? Okay, Hugo, bring it over. Good, that's a perfect point there now. We damn near got her now.
As soon as the cab starts to roll, Bruce cranks his winch into gear.
They're doing the final flip on it. Woo!
The slinky maneuver works.
The equipment we had, the room we had to work, I think we did pretty good.
But Adam knows there was an easier way.
If we had a rotator, this thing would have been out of here 2 hours ago.
Should be at home having a drink by now.
The new day brings a new challenge. There's still thousands of planks that need to be removed. A salvage crew has been clearing and stacking lumber since 5 a.m.
We started dealing with the fuel and the oils that were around and trying to gather that stuff up. By tonight, this highway's got to be open to full traffic.
After a night off and some serious partying, 9 a.m. is a sobering start for Kevin.
Just doing a little traffic control because the other guys were here all night. I was sick. A little bit self-induced, but trying to get through it. I'm just vibrating. I got to put my winter boots on. I forgot my pants.
Jamie's son Brandon has been helping out since 3 a.m.
Is Brandon having a nap? He's pulled an all-nighter.
I've been working this whole time.
You just gotta tough it out with all of us, buddy. I know it sucks, but we need you. And like I said, I'm sick. And I'm here.
Last vehicle is a Chevy pickup. Getting pretty tired. After a 24-hour shift, this is the longest stretch. Never worked like this before. Like, at least I'm making money.
Six months ago, Jamie ordered a state-of-the-art record that he needs yesterday, but delivery keeps getting delayed.
It's Jamie Davis calling. I'm under a bit of pressure because the new truck is way past its build date.
The truck is almost ready, but the factory will be shut down over the holidays. That means more delays.
Bottom line is we got to get this new truck into the country before the end of the year. If it's a do or die thing, you tell me right now and I'll get on a plane tomorrow and I'll leave. And, you know, it means missing Christmas, but whatever. Okay, so it'll work out that way then. I guess I'm gonna have to go down there.
When's it gonna be ready?
I think they're gonna have it ready this Friday.
To pick up his rotator, Jamie is going to have to miss Christmas. Even worse, he has to break the news to his wife, Sherry.
So I got some bad news.
You're leaving.
Yeah, tomorrow night I'm gonna go on a plane. No.
From what I heard, she was pretty upset.
Jamie has just learned he must go to Tennessee this week to pick up his new rotator at the factory.
I guess I'm gonna have to go down there.
It's kind of bad timing, isn't it?
Oh, it's awful. No.
And his wife, Sherry, just got the news that Jamie won't be home for Christmas.
It tears you apart. Where's your loyalty lie? You know, where do you want to be at home with your family, or do you want to be doing the job and opening the road? And you know what? I think it's a commitment that's hard on a family. It's hard on a relationship. Think. Who are we gonna come up with? We're gonna pull. I think I gotta find another driver. We gotta get a team driver to go with me because I can't be gone that long.
If Jamie can find a second driver, perhaps he can be back in time for Christmas. As luck would have it, only one of his drivers has a passport, Hugo.
It's pretty much a dream come true. Like a little kid, their knees are just wiggling and ready to collapse almost.
Okay, mine too. I'm already getting a bad feeling already, and we're just leaving, so unbelievable. Okay, so I'm sitting in the front because I'm the boss. I'm worried about that there's snow coming in tonight.
Okay, see you later.
Hopefully we don't have something that's a major incident and that we are left looking stupid here when I'm gone.
"10 hours after Jamie leaves town, a fully loaded semi goes over a steep embankment. The driver will be okay. The cargo is another question.
I'm Adam, yeah. Not too bad yourself? Good. Is that thing loaded or?
Yeah, it is.
Full of booze?
Yep, got wine.
Reps from the trucking company have rushed to the scene to learn the fate of 37,000 bottles of expensive wine.
Problem is, it looks like that wall's all blown out. Well, you know what? I don't think we should even move it till it's empty because we're just going to end up destroying the product.
I agree with you.
Before the wreck can be moved, the cargo, at least what's left of it, has to be unloaded.
So I guess you guys can open up the back door and see what we're dealing with?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Do you have a crew that's coming up to
Yeah,
do
we'll have to get a bunch of guys up here.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll have to get another truck up here.
Here comes Slowpoke Joe.
See what my boys need. Fun, eh?
We can't even move this thing because the wall's all blown out already.
Yeah, I can see that.
A big hassle of what I'm seeing.
For the reps, the big concern is breakage.
Whenever you put a truck over a 60 or 70 foot embankment like this, You're lucky if you minimize the damage.
But they can't survey the damage because the driver has the key and he's in the hospital.
The biggest thing right now is getting these doors open. That's one of the biggest things. We got to see what it is, eh? So we have to unload it all, and you can see the angle of the grade we're working on. It's going to be a son of a bitch to unload.
There's a lot of breakage down there, guys.
This chaos of fragile cargo needs to be carefully sorted, repacked, and then hauled up the hill.
This would be a good rotator job.
Yeah, you wouldn't need the crane, right?
No.
The rotator's pivoting arm can double as a crane. Unfortunately, it's in Tennessee.
Look at the backup of traffic here.
After a 3-month delay, Jamie is rushing down to pick it up before Christmas. But first, Jamie and Hugo have one important pit stop, the Wall of the Fallen, a tribute to tow truck drivers who have died in the line of duty.
We always stop and show our respects.
In North America, the risk of being killed on the job as a tow truck driver is more than double that of a police officer.
Well, I think about it every day I'm out on the highway. I don't know how many close calls I've had. Amanda Frisley, where she got killed was just down the road, not far from their tow yards. She worked for Dr. Hook Towing in Winnipeg. My name could be there just as easy.
There's this fellow here. This is my brother's direct competitor. Glenn is his name, from Jack's Towing. He was coming back from a call and had a heart attack, and the whole wrecker rolled over, and my friend, he actually helped cut him out of the truck. So it's closer to home than you really think it is. It's pretty emotional.
Yeah.
By noon, they arrive at the factory. To a tow truck driver, Miller Industries is like Disneyland. This is the biggest and baddest tow truck assembly plant in the world. Jamie is about to see what $750,000 has bought him.
Wow. It's the Holy Grail.
Weighing in at 40 tons, this is the state of the art.
Wow.
The behemoth of towing that can get the biggest wreck out of the tightest spot. Jamie's betting it will make him the undisputed king of the coke.
First guy that puts his cracks in this, I don't know if he'll live to tell about it.
What do you think of this finish we did?
Yeah, that should hold up good. With a brighter color, makes it easier finding everything inside there at night.
Wow.
The build meets all of Jamie's expectations until...
Wow, quite a gap in there, eh?
He spots something that shouldn't be there.
That's way too much of a gap. Like that's only supposed to be 6 inches. Well, we had the tank shortened to have this proper. I shortened them specifically so back of cab would be 6 inches. They were supposed to have this wheelbase just perfect. So I mean, now we got this. It's like a foot. Got to be a 1.5 foot gap there. Well, wow.
The problem is more than just cosmetic. If the truck is any more than 41 feet long, it won't be allowed across the border.
If that truck is too long, then we've got problems.
Back on the mountain, Adam is waiting to start salvaging the wreck. But first, over 37,000 bottles of wine, worth over $1 million, must be unloaded and lifted up the embankment.
Nothing gets lifted unless it's totally safe.
A salvage crew is brought in to make sure nothing else gets broken or stolen.
Try not to throw the boxes around. All the got to be accounted for.
Lacking a rotator, Adam farmed off the crane work to an outside company. Sorting, packing, and wrapping is a painstaking process.
I hope that don't fall off.
It'll take a long time, I think.
And every hour of crane time is lost revenue for Adam's crew.
If we had the rotator here, we could have made the company more money instead of farming it out. Oh, I just want to lay down, have a nap.
The clock is ticking, and we're anxious for that truck.
We've only got 27 more skids to go.
Down in Tennessee, Jamie has worries about his oversized Christmas present.
If that truck is too long, then we've got problems.
The rotator's been brought outside to get measured.
The very back of the vehicle to the front of the vehicle has to be 41 feet long. But it has to be right on the money. There's no guessing.
If it's more than 41 feet long, it won't be allowed back across the border.
So if it isn't 41 feet, we got trouble. (41 3 inches). It's a $750,000 mistake. We can't even use it. It's junk. The very back of the vehicle to the front of the vehicle has to be 41 feet long.
Jamie's worst nightmare has just come true.
41 3 inches. As beautiful as it is, as much money as we've gone through to make it and build it the way we want it and what we need, if it's not made according to the spec, it's junk. It's a boat anchor. It's something we can't use. So can we measure that just one more time? Let's double check this thing. Is that as far folded up as it can be? Will it tilt in more? Right? So that's square. We're very close to square. So put that right in against it. So we'll just have to measure now to see where this thing is.
Coming up on the axle, you can do right there.
Isn't that something? Look at this. Look at this, you guys. 41 feet, exactly. That truck is right on the money. Things are good. Happy now. Get out of there. So we're away to the races, so we're going to be heading home. Said you could back it up, not drive it. Okay.
After 6 long months of waiting, Jamie finally gets to drive his new toy home.
Me. Mother piece of What? Step fell off the sucker. And not even 5 miles away from the plant. Well, $750,000 and the step falls off the prick. I'm getting chest pains, man. First the toolbox thing. Okay, I'll do one more. Okay, let's get out of here. Get off this highway. Let's get out of here.
Back on the mountain, all the wine is gone. But for Adam, the party isn't over. He's still got a semi to contend with.
Pretty hard pull, especially the angle and how far down it is.
Okay, Adam, all set. Let her rip.
You coming, Jim? You going?
This side must be digging in.
It compacts up like cement, eh?
The trailer is snagged on a steep slope, and no matter how much pulling power Adam throws at it, it's not going to move.
Well, this is a 30-ton wrecker, so you'll pull till you break the truck.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
To free the trailer without it buckling, Adam decides he needs to pull from 2 directions at the same time. so he's called in the veteran driver, Bruce.
Got to position Bruce right over here now, so we pull up together.
And get you on an angle right here.
To unsnag the trailer and get it up the steep bank, Adam and Bruce will need to work in perfect sync. But Bruce isn't known for his teamwork.
The day you start telling me what to do is the day you start sending my paycheck. In other words, piss off.
Well, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and that's the truth for Bruce. You send him out on a job, he'll do it his way. He might break something along the way, but he will get the job done.
We're cutting half of the weight down, doing it in 2 pieces. If we ever get old Bruce up and running here. Get Bruce moving. He's gonna grab the front of it and swing the front of the trailer up and around. We'll basically get it up to the edge of the bank and then we'll roll it over onto its wheels. Now, so.
Is it in there? Okay, get out of there.
Adam and Bruce pull from opposite ends of the trailer. But Bruce's end starts to sag.
Keep going, Bruce. We're gonna end up losing it here. Keep going, don't stop.
Bruce's truck is sliding, but we're getting her. Hey, that's probably good, eh?
It's up the hill. Now the challenge is to get it onto its feet.
We're gonna roll it over now. We're probably at the right position to do it, so.
Adam re-rigs his line for better leverage.
Hey, Bruce.
But Bruce wants his cables to stay put.
Hey, that's no good there.
Re-rig the whole thing.
He's got this thing rigged up wrong.
He has a lot of his own theories about how things should go. Bruce doesn't want to rehook his lines a couple times. Just wants to pull. He just wants to hold onto that lever and just hope for the best.
And he said, we'll try this first. It might work, right? That snow will dig in enough to pop her over.
Adam and Bruce restart their winches. The trailer won't dig in. As the trailer slips, Adam is about to lose grip on his patience.
Well, he's pulling up too high. Enough's enough already.
Bruce!
We need these bottom corners to dig down so it'll roll over, but it's just sliding on this. The traffic's backed up here. So get unhooked, it gets turned around.
Adam repositions Bruce's truck. The team re-rigs and takes another shot.
You got them both?
Yeah.
Watch your back, buddy.
Ready, watch out! Watch out! Okay, get Bruce to hook this thing up. Get these chains unhooked, get him to hook it up, and get it off the road.
From here, Adam will pull the cab up on his own and send Bruce packing, towing the trailer back to the yard.
That thing's as crusty as the driver. I've had a game with Bruce for a long time. Who's gonna conk out first, him or the truck? They're neck and neck right now. I don't know.
Adam's job is only half done. He sends Swamper Sammy down the hill to rig the toppled truck.
Good old Sammy. You gonna get out of there, Sammy? I'm gonna roll over on top of you. Leave that chain there, yeah.
Adam figures he can flip it. One tow line, easy.
Gosh, you might not go, Jimmy.
But the semi's not cooperating.
Come on, you roll over.
Meanwhile, Bruce is cruising along without a worry in the world. Until he hears something flapping. Then,
Watch out!
it's been a crazy day on the mountain without Jamie and Hugo. They're trying to get back in time for Christmas with a brand new rotator. And Bruce was halfway home with a mangled wine trailer when a gust of wind ripped off a sizable chunk of the roof.
The rest of that roof, let go. I think it lasted this long.
In the heavy rescue business, it takes a lot to face a veteran like Bruce.
We're good to go.
But Adam's patience continues to be tested.
Oh. Come on, you roll over. Gosh, you might not go, Jimmy.
Yes!